Hey everybody on social media, how you guys doing? This is your main man Raheem Smith coming at you guys with another video. And in this video I want to tell you guys how grateful I am and how much love I want to try and give back to all of you. I just got through checking my dashboard on YouTube and I am at 22 subscribers. Last time I checked I was only at 19. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate all of the patience and all the support. I really appreciate all of the comments that you guys have left. Some of you have been liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have no idea how gratified I am when I found out that I had 21 then 22 subscribers. And as you guys can see, I've been working hard on producing more videos, more content, getting more creative. I want to try and give another shout out to Yoda OG 420. I pray he's doing well no matter where he is. I want to give another shout out to Trigger Trey. I see he is still blowing things up on Instagram, YouTube, and all the other social media platforms that he goes into. His ideas for streaming is going to take off like crazy. I wish him only the best. Much success. And another big shout out to Miss Chantel's Thoughts on the Mixler app. I just got through listening to her while I was laying down. She brought out some really good points about whether or not a woman really wants a man or needs a man. Now, for the record, I'm not going to get into all the details. I've already heard her take on it myself. This was part 2. You guys need to look into it yourself, and for all the ladies, definitely listen to this because this was a really good point in itself. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against the movement. I'm doing my own thing, but I do 100% support Miss Chantel. Look her up on the Mixler app, Chantel's Thoughts. Her podcast is doing really well. She's got some really good insight on some things, and she's actually making me look at things from a different angle myself, being a guy, wondering if I should even be looking for a woman myself. And don't get me wrong, I look for women from time to time, but am I trying to settle down anytime soon? No, I can't see myself doing it, because I'm trying to hone all my energy in for residual income, for future events, and for future emergencies and stuff like that. And that's something that I see as more important than being with anyone or being in a relationship, let alone settling down. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against it. But spiritually, I do hope to find someone special someday in the future. But in this reality, as far as I'm concerned, while I'm still human, I want to try and get my finances up. I want my financial stability. I am living a life of abundance right now. No matter where I am in a very good mood. I'm just living life for that moment, thinking about the future. So it's the reason why I crank out videos as often as I can, no matter where I am. That way I can get more and more creative. I can come up with different ways to say things, different ways to do things, and different ways to bring out my points so that you guys will understand things from my point of view. And even if you don't, maybe you'll get it somewhere down the line. Because I can guarantee you this. There's got to be somebody else out there who thinks like I do. And if they do, and you show them this video, they might be able to brighten your horizon and get you seeing things from not just one perspective, but multiple perspectives. Because if you can see things from multiple perspectives, you'll be in better arms to handle them, let alone come up with a backup plan, especially with emergencies. Now, most problems in our reality, sadly to say, are all financial. And they don't start out that way, but they can become financial depending on what the situation occurs. So that's the reason why, that's one of my main takes on why I'm running a business. It's not just to educate people on the importance of finance and investing in themselves and learning about the process little by little, at their own pace, because we're going to do so much at one time during the day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Come on, we can find time. But the main reasons for that is so that no one has to worry about expenses. Everyone who has ever had at least one accident in their entire life has had to deal, even if it's not just them, it's their families, have had to deal with the expenses of said accident. Now, the last thing you should ever want to have to worry about is the expenses, hospital bills, natural disaster bills, sickness bills, whatever the case may be, even delivering babies and stuff like that. no matter what kind of situation it is in, happy or sad. You should never have to worry about the expenses, about where you're gonna get the money from, or whatever the case is. If it's something you have to constantly worry about, then you need to constantly be trying to find ways to make more money for yourself. And that's whether you are awake or asleep. And that's technically the reason why I'm doing it myself. It's technically the reason why I am building my own fan base. I am trying to build my own brand in my own way. I am reaching out to other people and linking up with them and finding out what we can do to promote each other. I'm not just doing it by myself. Despite that I have my own business myself, I go out and I brand myself, and I spread the wealth. I spread the information. I spread the knowledge. I mean, I've even got Trey hitting me up wondering, okay, I like both your businesses. The fact that I ain't really got to pay much for any of them like that, I can definitely hit you up when the time comes. I'm like, all right. I mean, he's a superstar. He's gonna come up. He's gonna come up. He's a rapper and everything. I'm sure you guys know about him. So, when I get him on my side, I mean, we're gonna be able to just grow our foundation together as men. And he's a younger man than me. All right, he's in his early 20s. I'm in my early 30s. With the way he's doing things, he'll have it made for the rest of his life. And that's what a lot of other network marketers see. They see the longevity. They see the long term, not the short term. Nothing's wrong with a job. I still have one. I'll be back at it tomorrow making that money. But I'm only making the money so I can invest it. Besides all other bills that need to be paid, I'm only trying to make this money so I can invest it into some long-term wealth. Because the long-term wealth, that's where the real this is where you can start saying, okay, I don't need my job anymore because I have more money coming in on my side business than anything else. Most people think that network marketing of any kind, especially on the internet, is a scam because of how long it will take. If that's the way you think, if that's the only way you're willing to think because you want money now, then wealth is going to come to you a lot later on in life. A lot later on in life. And it's not just because of whatever. It's not just because of the amount of taxes that get taken out and there's only a certain height. There's a certain ceiling, a certain amount of money you can make throughout the month, throughout the year. It's also because of all the distractions that you run into between your home and your job. And when you're on your off days, you're going to want to party and have fun. You're not going to be thinking about working. You're not going to be thinking about trying to generate extra money. You're going to be thinking about hanging out. Your friends are going to be thinking about spending money in some way, shape, or form. And you're going to be right back at work wondering, damn, I can't wait till a paycheck comes up. But despite how long it will take for you to make your first, let alone extra money throughout the years, having a home-based business, despite any gains or losses, there are plenty of rewards. And I've talked about it more than once. In my past videos, I've talked about Robert Kiyosaki and I talked about the cash flow quadrant. But I don't believe I went completely in detail. See, I've actually looked into it myself, and I've noticed that every side of the quadrant, because there's 4 squares. There's a T, then there's 4 squares. You have the E's, the I's, you have the E's, the S's, the I's, and the B's. Each side has its own percentage, and every percentage, that's how much money you're getting taxed off your paycheck. Okay? If you're on the left-hand side, I found out that you're getting taxed the absolute most, despite getting a paycheck a lot sooner. Okay? You're getting paid once a week, depending on the job, twice a week, depending on the job. No, sorry. You have to excuse me. You're getting paid once a week, depending on the job, and those are very, very scarce. Some of you get paid two times a month, which is bi-weekly, and then for some of you managers, you get paid once a month. Now, although you get your paycheck now, within the year, and it's guaranteed, you're still paying the most in taxes. But, hey, I'm just letting you know what the quadrant says. I brought it up more than once. I'll keep bringing it up because sometimes words are not enough. Sometimes you guys have to see something visually in order to understand a person's words. I get that. I've been there. So I'm not tripping. I'm just letting you know exactly what's going on. Now, if you're on the I's, or should I say, if you're on the right-hand side where the B's and the I's are, that's the side that you want to transition into. And I didn't just say go into, I said transition. Why? Because you can't, It's not impossible. Some people have it. Some people have it to where they're just born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Anything they touch turns to gold. Any information they use, money instantly. Some people are like that. Me, I'm not like that. I have to study. Sorry, I'm a little slow, but I have to study. But once I actually start to understand everything changes for me. So the reason why I've gotten this far, despite the climb up. So, all I'm saying is that on the right-hand side, you are taxed the absolute least, despite how long it will take for you to make a profit. You may have to spend some money, yes, and when I say spend some money, AKA I mean invest some money. Sorry, but there's a pretty big terminology there. There's a pretty big terminology there. Now, today is Sunday. Today is one of the slowest days of the week. Excuse me. I just got through eating some popcorn, and before that, I just woke up. I took a nap around like maybe 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm just waking up. Had some popcorn, and now I'm making this video. So you're gonna have to excuse me, but I got inspired to make the video. So yeah, and that was because of Chantel. I was half asleep, but I was listening to her, and I was listening to what she was saying, and once again, inspiration. This is why I brought up on top of that. But don't forget what I'm saying. It's the real thing. You guys still have decisions to make. Okay, you guys still have decisions to make. No matter what your age is, you still have decisions to make, and you still have time to learn if you're interested, and you still have time to teach the younger generation, the ones in your family and your friends and their friends. You still have time. I'm not forcing any of this information on anybody. I'm just letting you know that the information is there. You have to go looking for it. Okay? But you don't have to be evil and crazy like some of these other billionaires or trillionaires that you think might be evil or crazy. Because I've looked into them, I've read about them. I'm not going to say any names because as of right now, I'm still kind of tired and I really don't care right now. I just want to try and prove my point. Do some research, do some homework, read the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Read that book, read that one book by itself. If that book by itself does not change your mind about money, how it looks, how it feels, your first time getting your first dollar, the jobs you work at, your managers, your boss, the difference between assets, liabilities, corporations, and if that one book, if you read that one book by itself, if you never read any other book by itself, just read that one book, and if it doesn't change your mind about money, I don't know what to tell you. Because I read that book once and I could not believe how ignorant I had been to money. I couldn't believe it. Now, because of that book, I'm rich-minded. I don't even look at money the same way again anymore, but I am always trying to generate it so that I'll have a better tomorrow than I did today, despite me enjoying and loving the life I'm existing right here in this moment. Loving every bit of it, just because I was able to learn something, I was able to put something together, I was able to search the internet, I was able to look for business opportunities. All of mine will be connected to this video, so be sure to check it out. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you're watching it from YouTube, if you're watching it from Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media site, be sure to like and share. Spread the word. I'm enjoying speaking to every single one of you. Oh my goodness, it's been a crazy ride, but all it's done is made me want to look for more ways to do for myself and share the information and try to help other people get paid as well. I don't mind speaking. Now, I'm not perfect, but I'm damn sure going to keep it real. I'm damn sure going to show you exactly how I've used everything, just like I've done in past videos, and I'll continue to do it for as long as you guys need me to. I enjoy doing it my damn self. This is more fun to me than working my job, because for everything that I am doing, I feel like I can do a service to somebody else, and I can do it just from the comfort of my own home. It's really not all that hard. You just have to be willing to do it. You have to be willing to be open about it. You have to be willing to be real about it. And it's not like I can't talk to every single one of you, either on social media or through YouTube. Leave me a few comments. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Well, I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go back to reading My Secret. Just bought it on Amazon. Read that book. It is really changing lives. I can feel the differences as of today. Gratitude literally is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and to the universe. Have a great day, have a great afternoon, a great evening, and a great night depending on when you're seeing this. Love, peace, namaste.